Rick's Corner. Today I have Neil Rozbruch on here, who I've known how many years?
30, 35 years, somewhere around there.
Long time. I remember when he had long hair and he had this tremendous body, which he still has. And how did we meet? Through the gym?
Through the gym, through Gold's Gym. I actually came over from Sports Connection.
Yeah.
And then Angel said he's building a Gold's, and I came over to Gold's at that time in 1988, 89.
Yeah, I think I had this Gold's here.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'd just been there a couple of years because I was doing the Gold's in Northridge for a while.
Right.
At that time, in that gym, it was loaded with celebrities.
Oh yeah.
Much more than now.
Big time. Big time.
Big time people.
Big time. Denzel Washington.
Right. John Lithgow was there.
Yes.
Of course, we had you trained Eric from Kiss.
Right. Eric.
I had Gene for a while from Kiss.
Right.
And it was the Mecca.
Oh, that was like the capital of celebrity training there. And,
totally.
Workout.
And then producers and directors you didn't recognize, but they were big time.
Right. Right.
There was a guy, I can't remember his name, he's in the mention like this, and he did the movie called 15 Minutes, he produced it.
Oh, right.
Weird dude, but he was a big time producer and director.
Yeah, that was the hot spot. I mean, because, it was the only Gold's Gym in the Valley, and there was, Gold's Gym at that time was huge.
Right.
Yeah, and it's still big.
It's big. But you guys talk about Gold's Gym in the 70s. When I was there, it was a different breed of people, but you still got your stars there too, and you got celebrities and you got producers back then, but it was a different breed in the 70s. When you got into the 80s, they made a big transition, and that was the day of the Barbarians and all those guys.
Right, I knew those guys too.
Yeah, they were crazy.
They used to be bouncers. They used to bounce out in Hollywood.
I used to print their T-shirts when I was doing printing out here, and I told them that you got to get into pro wrestling, but they had no interest. They would never show up on time.
Oh, so they never got into wrestling.
They were good at what they did. They were an oddity, and they had a good character about them and a lot of charisma and big guys. They would have done very well, but I don't think they were professional enough to be on time to do everything at that time. Now David is a photographer. He's just doing fantastic. He's one of the best I've ever seen.
Are those guys, are they still big?
Yeah, I think they're still in good shape.
It's good. It's good.
It's glad to see that. What got you into bodybuilding? Or was it fitness or bodybuilding first, or just the idea I'm going to get big?
I got into fitness because I was always trying to, I liked the way, the feeling, looking good. And back in those days, I was a dancer and also doing some modeling, so I was always at the gym trying to stay in shape, and that's how I got into fitness.
What kind of dancing are we talking about?
Chippendales,
right?
Stuff. Yeah.
There was a lot of guys I knew that did that.
There was a lot of Chippendale guys at that time working at that Gold's Gym in the 80s and early 90s.
I'm going to tell you a guy, you might know him. His name was Bob Zdarsky.
Bob Zdarsky.
Robert Zdarsky.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, it will. He was a Chippendales dancer, and you guys know him too. He had a job put in, and he changed his name to Bob Zedar, and he became Maniac Cop.
Oh yeah, this is way back.
Right, and then he did the movie with Kurt Russell and Stallone. I can't think of the name of it. He was the bad guy in that movie, and he had this big jaw on him. He completely changed his looks, and then he started going downhill and doing drugs, and he passed away. But
he played that guy, the tall guy with the big crazy jaw.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was.
He was a Chippendales dancer. He was a good-looking guy, and he completely destroyed his face.
Yes.
I can't think of the name of the movie. You guys might Kurt Russell and Stallone.
Lock Up. Was it Lock
Something like that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Bob Zdarsky, but he changed his name to Bob Zedar, Robert Zedar.
That's right.
Look him up on Google.
Okay.
Robert Zedar. Anyway, you had a picture. Is this the poster from what?
This is a poster we did back in the day. It was called American Dream poster.
Yeah. Move right over out of the light just a little bit.
There's me on the left, or my right.
Yeah.
Right there with the long hair, and this is all the guys we worked with back in the day.
It's a nice poster.
Thank you.
Too bad you crinkled it up.
Yeah, I know. It's old. It's 25 years old.
You never know at the time.
Right,
I'm going to use that one day on Rick's Corner.
Yeah.
Okay, then you got, what's this one?
This is one of my modeling shots back in the day, actually in 1999, I would say.
Really good shape there.
Thank you.
And this?
And this is when we went to Tahiti. I did one of the magazine covers. And that's actually, Tahiti was actually in French Polynesian, and that was the cover of one of the magazines I did out there in Tahiti.
So you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around, did some stuff acting too with Jim Carrey.
I got a little clip of that video.
Okay, yeah. So I did a lot of work back in those days, try to push the envelope into acting and stuff like that.
Was it difficult for you?
Yes, I mean, that time era is always difficult, running around, on auditions. And today, I heard you do videos today and you send it to,
You have to make it real.
Right, real.
Auditioning. Back then, I started late 60s, early 70s, there were very few bodybuilders around, and they had specific roles for bodybuilder. You used to play the dumb guy, in the background doing whatever he did, or
Right.
his variety shows as a dancer. It paid decent,
Right.
but you were able to get work. But it evolved over time, and now everybody who's on TV has got a good build. You watch The Bachelorette; all those guys are built well on there,
Right.
you know. Because fitness has taken over so much, and
Right, I was going to say that because the 70s and 80s, the women at that era didn't look like the women now.
Not at all.
I mean, you see it at the gym. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. You know.
Well, the reason I even bring this up is because of the entertainment business having the stigma about big guys can't do anything except look big or muscular or train down for something. Because John Wayne was a big man; he wasn't a bodybuilder, but I used to argue with the SAG. He's a big man; you use him. And then you had Vince Edwards, who was Dr. Ben Casey, who was a bodybuilder in Santa Monica. And even I showed pictures of Sean Connery. He entered the England Mr. Bodybuilding contest.
Wow.
He was a bodybuilder.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know this.
Who would have known that?
Right. I mean, so they all came from somewhere. They all are in the media, they're in entertainment, they want to stay in shape. So by you training and doing what you're doing, would you get the bug that I think I'll become a trainer?
Yes, because I was always in the gym, and then I saw other trainers in the gym training people, and they're making money, and I'm sitting there working out at the same time.
Right.
I said, let me do this. I can get my workout in and make money and train people.
Right.
So that's why I did that.
Was there a competition among trainers back then, or was it not as many?
No. Today it's ridiculous. It's oversaturated.
Boy,
you know that. I mean, every Joe Schmo wants to be a trainer, and you know, there's good trainers and bad trainers, as you know. And you know, I look as a trainer as, you know, there's two trainers. One's a textbook trainer where the young kids go, you know, read the book and then go into the gym instead of being in the gym first and then reading. And so it's a combination, which is better as being a textbook trainer and being in gym first instead of being, you know what I'm saying, textbook and then be a trainer.
I know exactly what you're saying because I see the same thing. They read a book, they go take a course, they get certified, and they become a trainer.
Right.
You and myself, and you have lived
Been
the
in
life.
Gym for years.
You live the life. You
Lived
know
the
what
life.
works the biceps.
Exactly.
You know what works the delts. You know how to eat this.
Right.
And it's experience that counts. And
Exactly.
A lot of the younger guys on the show that watch my show always come to me, what'd you guys eat in the 70s and how'd you get the bodies and what about cardio? And I tell them because it's a different lifestyle, but it worked.
Right.
I mean, I had lunch with two friends of mine. I had a hamburger patty with cheese on top, cottage cheese, and some eggs. This is the way I always ate.
Absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, does it get boring? Yeah, it gets boring. But I don't eat the fries. Maybe a milkshake once in a while.
Well, we have the cheat day on Sunday.
We do, but do you still cheat like you used to?
No, I
can't
can't.
do it.
No way. Not at the age I'm at now.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can
There's
have
no
a
way.
bowl of ice cream and I'm good.
Yeah, French fries on Sunday and I'm good for a couple of days. I'm good.
I remember I was married at the time, and my wife and I, my ex-wife, are very still good friends. And she would make spaghetti and meatballs and a cheesecake, a Jello mold, and ice cream for it, and all this. And I would eat every bit of it. I literally would crawl away from the table at our apartment on the beach on my hands and knees, burping. And then the next morning I wake up, I was so bloated.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bloated feeling would get worse.
And then Isabel Kazuski said,
Takes
"Don't
3
worry
days.
about it. It takes 3 days."
Yeah.
Tuesday I dropped all the water,
Boil the water out. Yeah.
like I'm having a baby.
Right. Absolutely. You feel it, man.
All right, today's method of training for the new trainers, they're working the core, they're doing the ball, they're doing all these other things, which, okay, maybe they're good. I don't know. I don't use it. I don't think a lot of them tell their clients how to eat. And
Yes.
if they do, they don't monitor them because you and I both have seen the same people over many, many years in this gym who've never changed.
Right. And that's deal to their diet. You can work out from here to tomorrow, but if you can go down the block to In-N-Out Burger, it's not gonna make a difference.
Although, In-N-Out Burger's not the worst thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
McDonald's or something.
No, let me
Burger King.
tell you my theory on that.
Well, they got the lettuce wraps, right? Something
Well,
like
not only that. Okay, you worry about carbs. Okay, you got a bun, it's maybe 12 grams of carbs. In-N-Out, number one, it's kosher. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. It's great.
They use the best meat, they use the best tomatoes and lettuce, and so you've got your protein and your cheese, although it's not kosher to put cheese and meat together, but you've got your protein and your little veggies right there. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. You get a 3x3, so you've got a lot of protein. So you put a little bread on there because it tastes good. You're getting 12 grams of protein. That's nothing. It's not so bad.
Not so bad.
I wouldn't go somewhere like McDonald's is trash. God knows what they do.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's use McDonald's instead of In-N-Out Burger.
And the funny story is,
and you see it at the gym, people, and then also doing the same thing. You come in the gym using the same muscle every time, which is totally wrong. You know that you have to shock the muscle, switch up the muscle groups and muscle twitching.
I go into the gym, I have a routine I follow, but it might change each day because someone's using that machine or using that, so I'll think, okay, what can I do in place of that? So I'll do something in place and get a better workout. because you are shocking the muscle. You're doing something that the body's not, because your body knows it's going to get up in the morning, it's going to eat, you're going to take a shit, you're going to go to the gym, you're going to work out. And the body just goes, okay, fine, it's the same thing every day, I just won't respond.
Yeah.
So you go and you change it up a bit. And I know it's even better even to change your diet a little bit daily too, so your body doesn't get too used to the meat and the eggs or whatever.
Right, it's the same thing with the diet. You got to shock your diet too.
Right.
You don't want to end up like that movie Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
So yes.
Or watch Super Size Me.
Yeah, Super Size Me, yeah. So you have to switch up the diet, switch up the workouts. You know, it's, I hate to say it, it's almost like, you know, sex. You got to switch it up.
Well, I always heard if you were bisexual, you had a better chance of getting dates on a Saturday night. It doubled your chances.
Yeah.
So I just see that people aren't doing that.
Right.
You know, and like you see a lot of trainers in the gym, they're texting, they're on their phone, they're looking off over there. They're just there for the money.
Right.
And the client's getting nothing out. They're like, where's my trainer?
Yeah, you know, and some of the clients are so used to it, they think that's normal.
They think it's normal.
Right.
But I've watched you, and you spend time with your people.
Thank you.
You are focused because you want results, and results bring you more people.
Right, absolutely.
You want them to walk away and say, you know what, Neil does a great job with me.
Right, and results sell. There's nothing else that sells, it's the results, you know.
They're a walking billboard.
Walking billboard, yeah.
I always get on the subject of cardio. What's your feelings about cardio?
Cardio's good. But I always, you know, a lot of people think cardio is the best, but it's not. As you know, resistance training burns muscle, and it still burns muscle as you leave. Yes. Cardio will not do that.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that. 95% do not know that, especially, you know, new clients or people in the business don't know that resistance training, actually lifting weights, will burn more calories. And as you leave the gym, it's still burned. Cardio will not do that.
I just wrote an article on that for Huffington Post. It's so true because, so like these pictures here, and we were ripped, but they said, what'd you guys do back in that day to get ripped? What was your cardio? Well, there was no cardio. You don't have treadmills, you don't have bicycles, you don't have Stairmasters in the gym. It's a hardcore gym.
Yeah, and then also the way I train people is I do a lot of circuit training, a lot of supersetting. The reason why is because the heart rate is constantly leveled up. And I go, well, that's cardio. That's why. So I use the cardio inside my workouts.
It's a cardio weight workout.
Yeah, cardio weight, and that's how I train myself.
Right.
Because I don't do that much cardio myself. I don't run for miles and miles.
Boring.
It's boring, yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, because we used to always superset. You know, in the gym you can do it when it's not crowded, but you want to superset this and this, and someone's there. You got to find a spot where everything's close together. Down in Golds in the 70s, we had the bench press and we had a chin-up bar. So we do a set of benches, set of chins, back and forth, and then maybe a set of incline dumbbells with seated rows. You could get to it. And then bicep, tricep was always a superset.
Yeah, of course. I did it all to this day. And also another thing, you don't have to work out for 3 hours or 2 hours.
No.
40 minutes to 45 minutes is tops.
Tops. I had people write to me and say, Arnold work out 8 hours a day. No way he worked out 8 hours a day. He's there an hour and a half.
Exactly. If that.
Yeah. You know, Rich Piana comes in the gym. He's there 20 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's there 20 minutes.
All that method works.
15-pound dumbbells doing 100 reps.
Of course, because you know the other thing is overtraining.
Yes.
And that's where overtraining comes in. Where you overtrain, you go backwards.
Right. People that watch it sometimes they say you can't overtrain if you sleep enough. No, you can overtrain.
It goes backwards. Yeah.
And then too much cardio ends up burning up muscle.
Right, it starts making you look softer because you're starting to eat up the muscle, and then you look worse, which is softer, and you see that all the time at the gym.
Yes. So how long have you been doing this?
Oh, 20 years.
Long time?
Yeah, long time.
Has your weight been the same all the way through? As your weight go up and down?
I fluctuate maybe 5 pounds since I've been in my 20s.
Yeah. I moved here in 69, and I competed at 213 pounds. And well, today I was 227. I don't know why. That shocked me, but I normally stay around 218, which is a good weight. 213, I don't know if I could probably reach 213 again, but I don't know if I really can. I can never get under 200.
Yeah.
I just can't. No way.
Well, you look good now. You don't want to get, you want to keep the lean muscle.
I would look really like I was sick at 200.
Yeah, you look that's term bone rack.
Yeah, no. I used to ask people, I said, what do you think I weigh? And someone said, 180. And one girl said 160. I said, oh my God, come here with the scale. You're way off. But it's all what they see. What are you doing besides training? This is it full time?
Yeah, I do personal training full time, and then of course, I'm with the family half the time.
Where can they find you on the internet?
I got my own website, totalphysiquefitness.com.
Okay, we'll put that up.
Yeah,
got some pictures to put up too.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that sounds good. I'm really glad you came on. I want to do another segment with you on something else.
Okay, great.
So we'll close this one out.
Okay, great.
I want to remind all you guys that you can buy the autographed Gold's Gym drawing from me. I can draw it for you to your liking with your name and autograph and send it right out to you. It's on my website, rickdrasin.com. And be sure and go on and look at my t-shirts that I have for sale, because I have a whole new line coming out. It's going to be really, really cool. And they're all original. Like the Gold's Gym, these are all original stuff. So thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner. Thank you, Neil, for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on.
We will see you soon.
It's rickdrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.